Welcome to another episode of Pure Transparency. We're your host,
Ego Boomy.
Anaya Chen. That sound like a jazz.
Today's episode is brought to you by Ataraxis, a place of unity, peace, and growth. Today's topic is dun, 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 why do
These
people
nuts.
seek the opposite personality than who they are actually attracted to? Very interesting topic. I have a lot of friends that actually settle down with men that are not considered their flesh pick. They end up with personalities and people that they normally wouldn't talk to,
Mhm.
but not really into their partner. So they still looking at their flesh pick, but that's not who they married to. So why? I know everybody says the opposites attract, but do they really?
I think people nowadays and have always been. It's not about who you attract. People think of relationships like a business, whether they want to admit it or not. Are, they go to, they're attracted to what their needs are, not who
Mm,
the people are attracted. So if this person might not be a looker, and they'd be like, or they might be a looker, they're okay, but they're not a hood dude, because I like hood men, or I like a hood chick, but this is a uppity dude, but he got money, he's cool, he'll take care of me and my kids, or this woman would take it, this uppity woman would take care of me and my kids, right? But she
mm-hmm,
ain't the twerker that I want. You get what I'm saying? She ain't
mm-hmm,
ratchet. She ain't nasty. You know. So so we tend to get into a relationship where it's not about. It don't be about love. It don't be about, yo, this person complete. We get into a
mm,
relationship like a business, like, yo, I'm stable, or I'm as
mm-hmm.
stable as I'm going to get, because it might not be 100% stable, but this person is
That's
better than
true.
your last. You know what I mean? Like, yo, this dude don't beat on me, or
Mm,
this woman might, she might not be out in the streets or whatever, but she don't fuck me. But she ain't out in the street partying all the time. You get what I'm saying? So we choose to pick and choose what we want rather than to tell people this is what So when I see dating, I say, hey, I'm a perv. Some people are like, don't say pervert. I'm like, no, I'm literally a pervert. I'm not like one of those pedophile perverts. Or like if I'm looking out my window and my next door neighbor, I don't care if she's floppy, I don't care if she's petite and look all amazing. I'm gonna look. It's there. I see your titty. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they'll be like, why are you just looking at that nasty? Look, this one time I was in California and this old nasty big girl just walking down. And I'm not saying all big girls are nasty, but some people are just floppy. There's floppy, fat, skinny women. That's a contradiction. So, but it's not just big. It's not big girls there, but some people just look. They don't hold their weight right. So I'm just looking. I'm like, and I'm just eating and just watching. She got her shoes on, her flip flops, and she butt naked just walking past. And he was like, "Why you keep staring? Because this is the only time I'm going to see it. Walking in the street, I'm just going to look." They're like, that's nasty. Yeah,
none.
yeah. Everything, she looked like a melted ice, ice cream. But
Ooh.
I'm not making fun. But I am making fun. I'm sorry. But I'm just saying, it's people are attracted to what their needs are, because even though I said that woman looked nasty at that particular time, right? But let my ass be homeless, and that woman came over and been kind to me. The more time you spend with people, you look past all that, all
Mm,
that that material and whatever. You be like, yo, this person is a cool person. They're a good person. And then
mm,
other people can't see what you value in that person. But that might not be the person that you want because you could be looking at other people and be like, damn, damn her body. But your woman, you know what I mean, don't look like that. But guess what? Your woman put up with your shit. Your woman know who you are and value who you are. So when
Mm.
it comes to like, hey, that might be what you want. That's not what
Mhm.
you need. You know what I mean? What you
Mm.
need, have. And when you when you think about it like that, that makes you more humble. But a lot of us, we date people that we're not attracted to. And then another thing about it is we date people that we don't even want to be honest. You know, because if I sit up,
Yeah.
I'd be like, I learned that I have to be honest with women I date. And I say, yo, I love eating coochie. I'm sorry, I love eating chocha.
Oh, you would never
I
get kissed again.
I know, but hey, that's why I love. Like I sit over here and be like, if I'm in a relationship, and you take that away from me, I'm like, damn, nigga. And then if you take sex away from me, I'm like, what's the point? What's the point of this? It ain't all about sex, but it sex is something I need. I need touch. I need to be intimate. You know what I mean? Whether I don't have to penetrate you, but being intimate with you, kissing, touching, that's like fill me up. You know, then I get nasty and I
What
like lick
happened?
your.
I don't know, because I thought we
I
was
mean,
talking about
oh, we talking
personalities,
about
but it
attraction.
just went.
We talking about
This how
I'm
you know that he needs some, because it's never really on topic. It's always about sex,
this
and I'm
is
not
the
sure how it
topic,
ended. But then again, I told you, I tap in. You tapping in? You ready?
but
You
this
ready?
is the
No,
topic. But think
no.
about it. There's some
Mm.
guys out there that love to be pegged, and they can't. They feel like they can't tell their women that, but that's what things that they're into, right? There's some
They love
women
to be
out there
what?
pegged. Sometimes they. I guess some of them don't want a woman to put on a strap on. Some of them do. Some of them just want to be fucked with dildos, shit like that. I don't know. See me, I'm like this. If I was ever a
What
smoker,
happened? I don't
right?
know.
Hold on. If
Yeah.
I was ever a smoker, right, and I smoked weed, and I just was smoking weed, I would never want to chase another high. So when people say, "Oh, well, you got these feelings inside your anal," I don't care about those feelings. I am happy with my high that I have now. But that's what they love. They want to do the pegging and whatever. That's what they're into. I like my butt licked from time to time. I'm saying, but you know what I mean. But that's what they're into. Some people are into getting their toes sucked. Some
Girl,
people are
are
in.
you ready? Are
Hey,
you ready?
hey, hey! I got more. I got more.
Tap
You
in.
know.
Tap
So
in, sis.
so there's
Rose,
there's some people there's
sis.
some people
No.
into having sex with little people. I can't do that because they look like children. They're like, dude, I can't. I can't. But some people are into different things. That's what I'm saying. And it's like you have to love yourself and be into yourself and say, hey, this is what I'm into. And if your partner don't roll with it, right? Sometimes you got to be like, okay, maybe this person ain't for me. But you have to know yourself, and the person that you choose have to know what you're into too. Otherwise, you're going to eventually get out there and live a lie.
That's true.
Kate Jenner, she's dressing in women's clothing, but that's what you like. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, people like certain things, but they live in secret because of the norm that society put on you. So they sit over here and they try to live that life in secret, and then it causes turmoil sooner or later. Rather than just
That's
being
true.
honest, saying this is what I like.
And then only that, if you know you're a type of man that like butt, don't date a woman with a flat butt. If you know you're a
Mm,
chest person, don't date a person with small boobs. Even though you talk about, oh, I'm in love with your personality, but you're not attracted to her attributes though. And
mhm.
sex, let's just be honest, is 50% of the relationship. For some people, it's more. Me is 80. So I'm just saying, like you
Me,
posted.
it's
I
one.
mean,
It's 1%. 1%. Okay, 1%. That's all I need. Okay, 30 seconds of your time. thirty
first of
seconds of
all,
perfection.
what we not gonna do
Three
is
inches
put
of
out here
fun.
that you only a 30-second dude. Because what we ain't
Oh,
gonna
okay.
do,
I apologize.
what we
I
not gonna
apologize.
do,
29.5 seconds of your time. That's all I need. Okay? And
Rose,
half of that is
sis
getting ready.
Rose, Rose, Rose.
It's getting ready.
Tap,
29.5% of
come
your
on,
time.
Rose.
When you
Tap in
say,
five
when
minutes.
you say, when you say, hey, I gotta go to work in the morning. All I need
You
is
know,
29.5% of your time, baby. Oh,
no,
when you say, hey, that
sisters,
does the
no.
opposite effect
Nobody's
for
gonna
me.
help me with
It
this one.
puts you to sleep.
No.
It puts you to
Okay.
sleep, but it wakes me up. Then we have to move our time, okay? Because I need to go to bed. That's my night quill.
First of all, don't come to the table if you ain't ready to put it down, because you need to slack.
Hey, I'm ready to put it down for 30. Well, I'm sorry, 29.5 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna put it. And you're gonna be in 5 different
This is
positions
recorded. You do
in
realize this is going in verbal. This is
29.5
going to be viral.
seconds.
This is you
Okay,
verbally
29.5.
assaulting your sex life.
Hey, guess what?
This
Guess
is
what?
viral.
Guess what? I will be the best thing. Look, I'm gonna look in the camera. I will be the best thing. The best thing. The best thing for 29.5 seconds. Woo! Of perfection.
Ain't no such
That was
thing.
too aggressive. That was
Stop
too
lying to
aggressive.
yourself. I'm gonna keep you here now. Look, I gotta keep it honest with you, brother. You lying. You lying to yourself. Don't don't do it. Don't do it.
Look,
Don't do
look,
it.
look.
You ain't even
Begin.
worth.
As soon as I slide in, I start doing a Harlem shake. Yeah, yeah. Take that, take that. You want to say? Hey, hey, it's hot in here. It's
I
hot in
am a
here.
little
Woo!
thirsty.
That was just a sample.
That's when
Yeah,
somebody
baby,
buy that
that was
little
it.
toy, that rose toy.
It's
Oh
okay. It's all right. Yeah, it's called teamwork makes dream work. You open up, you
no.
open up toy box and say, "Hey, take your pick. Take your here you go.
See,
Take your
ladies,
pick."
this is why it's very important for you to choose the personality that goes with you. Because then you end up with this. This is a
Yeah.
problem. Okay.
Hey, hey. See, I heard that you want to last all night. Yeah, I bought you a dildo, right? Okay.
What?
It stay hard. I can go back and forth, and I can be watching TV while you getting yours. But I already got mine, baby. Already got mine. I want to help you get yours. Okay.
I'm beginning
We're
to think
going.
this is how you are for real. I really begin because this is what you always revert to. So I really believe it's only 30 seconds. So I'm paying attention. I
No,
see
no.
you.
It's 29.5. Do not give me that extra half of a second, okay? That is that is going to make people expectation level too high of me. Okay? I got to live in my facts.
That's definitely living in your facts.
The
And know
next
that is greatly noted.
the next 4
I
minutes,
pass.
the next 4.5 minutes, right? Point five, I will
Mm-mm.
be going to make you a thing. Why I give you my sister? I'm trying to enlighten you, my sister. Okay? Not all of us is going to be the tortoise that lasts long to the finish line. Some of us
I'm
got to
for
be the hare.
longevity.
Some of us
Nah.
got to be the
We're
hare.
gonna get you some
Some of us got
herbs.
to win the race.
We're gonna buy
We
you a
win the
little
race.
crystal. We're gonna stimulate that area,
Well, mm-hmm.
and we're gonna practice sperm retention.
Mm,
Help you, my
mm.
brother. Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Guess
need
what?
help. I don't
I
know
got
what
something
it
for you.
is.
I got something for
I
you. Okay.
don't know. We're gonna do that
This is
$30,
this is
twenty
what we're
nine
going to
point
do.
nine 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 seconds.
This is what we're going to do. Okay. All right. From now on, ladies, this is how you refer to as your men. Okay. You listening? You call your men. You call them Emperor Thunder, and you be labeled
Not for
as
no 29 minutes
Empress.
seconds.
Hold on. Just let me finish. I got you. And you, ladies, are Empress Lightning, right? What comes first, thunder or lightning?
What we not gonna do is name yourself a pet name, sir. And you're only there for 29 seconds. Well, I ain't about
No,
to
no,
even
no, no,
stress my
no,
energy on
no,
this.
no.
I'm
I
not
want to say this.
exhausting my brain
You didn't
waves
get it.
to
You didn't get
entertain
it.
the shenanigans that's
What
going on in your
comes?
drawers. We're not doing
What
that.
comes first? Thunder or
We're not
lightning?
doing that. How about you? You're gonna come first. 29 seconds
Thunder,
is definitely
thunder,
you.
thunder
It's
comes
definitely
first.
you.
Yes, and lightning
Oh
comes
my
next.
God.
Okay, and
Rose, where
lightning is
Rose
to
at?
be seen and not heard. Okay, because making all that noise with them toys. All right, hey, you ain't do that for me in them 30 seconds. You're not gonna do that with them toys. Okay, you ain't gonna hurt my pride. You better turn that TV up. Hey, 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 what's all that screaming for? Hey, hey,
We
hey,
got
hey,
we
hey,
we
hey.
we
That
got we got speed dial.
that TV, that toy need to go in the trash. That thing works too
Speed
good,
dial
too
for
good.
that
That
side.
expectation. Listen, we gotta
With
keep the
that,
expectation under your toys at a level 3. Okay, not a 5. Okay, if it go over a 5, I can't beat that in my 30 seconds. Okay, I cannot beat that in
no,
my 30 seconds.
you said 29. You didn't say no
Oh
30.
yeah, yeah, yeah. 29.5. 20, you know what? I'm gonna get a shirt made with 29.5 seconds of perfection, baby.
No, you're
Mm-hmm.
not. You were not.
Grape train filled with biscuits.
You were not. You were not. Back to what I was
29.5.
saying. Why do people seek?
Back on topic. My rant is over. You be like,
I
baby,
don't even know what to
baby,
say.
go use that toy. I suck on your nipples. I'm done. I'm incomplete. It's all right. I'm depleted, baby. I'm depleted.
Yeah, you gonna be depleted tonight.
Depleted. All
Game
right, come on,
over.
go. All right, come on, back on top. But some people, to be honest with you, some people don't. I don't think a lot of people know what they want in their life, and even some people that do know what they want, I think they are too afraid to achieve. You know, you can have someone that you wanted, and you'll be like, you won't, you won't try to wife them up or try to make them your hubby. You'll make them your friend. You know, and then you will
Hmm.
get what you want from them, but you won't push them to be in your life more than what it is because you be like, well, they don't have what I need. So I'm going to enjoy this moment, but I
Hmm.
want to build a life with people that have what I need, even though I'm not going to be fully happy, right? And so many people are content with not being happy because they have what they need, but they don't have what they want. And sometimes their wants outshadow their needs, so they put their needs, what their needs is, at risk to
Hmm.
go out there and search for what they want. This is why you have men and women, you know, they'll go with people that look different than their partner. They do different things. They don't even have they don't even have half of what their partner has. But they'll cheat on them with those people because that's what their want was more valuable than their need.
Wow. Now that's some deep shit. Wow.
You
I'm
see, I brought it
lost.
back. I brought it back after my foolishness.
I'm so lost. I know that they said opposites attract, but is it really an opposite though? And I know everything balances itself, everything has a positive and a negative, but in the personality of your spouse, like I know a lot of people that are like dead on ass, the same as their spouse, and it rocks well. Actually, do
Mm,
pretty good. And then it's just like, so that's what I'm saying. I don't really believe that opposites attract. I just believe that it's really your vibration. How is your frequency, and that's what attracts you to that person.
mm,
I know a lot of people that end up with people who is not physically what they like. Me personally, I like stature. I like
mm,
swag. I like for you to be physically built. I like an athletic man. So it's just like for me, if I'm with the opposite of that, that means your personality is like A1. Like we're rocking, we're like to the point I can overlook what I don't see or what I would normally be attracted to, if that makes
right.
sense.
Mm,
But you're feeling my intellect because I can get my flesh pick and you still not feeding my intellect.
Right.
or to the point that you can't even check me, because if you can check me, you can check me. If you can't check me, you can't check me. It don't matter
Mm.
what you look like. But if mentally you got me, then I'm like, I can deal with the dude with the gut. I can deal with the dude that's shorter than me.
Man, baby.
I could.
Man, man,
You
baby,
said
nine
what?
months pregnant. The man, baby, that's 9 months pregnant. Yeah, yeah.
I could
He
deal
about,
with
he
that.
about
If
almost
your
two.
if your personality is like A1, if your personality is awesome, and a lot of people don't have awesome personalities. Some people don't even have a personality. And if your
Mm.
conversation does not contain substance, you know how many airheads there's out here as men? Women, they always say women are airheads, but you know how many men there is? And you're
Mm.
looking at them with the blank stare like, dude, did you just really?
We call them carbon copies because them type people, they latch on to what tip. They latch on to like everything with life, but when it
Mm-hmm,
comes to personality and everything like that, they don't. But they can tell you, oh, well, I thought every woman like this, and those 9 out of 10, those same men would try to fuck you like how they fuck everybody else. They'll try to date
mm,
you like they how they date everybody else because they think
mm-hmm.
every woman loves them, and that's
And
not
that's
the case.
true. That is
Even
true.
going down to eating coochie or eating pussy, you know what I'm saying? You can't,
Did he say coochie?
go- you know what, but you can't please a woman, well, no matter if it's physically, mentally, emotionally the same, because every woman is not identical. They're different.
That's true.
One person likes, another person won't. Some people put
Mm-mm.
up with it because you're doing it, but they were like, well, this is not what I like. Hell, you see every man, everybody say, hey, go give your woman some roses. But not every woman like roses.
Mm-hmm.
There's more flowers out there than roses. Roses stink, smell like shit. But I'm just saying, people go with what they're being told to instead of knowing the person that they're involved with. It's just like I was in a relationship at one point where I let things slide for like 2 years. And then like one Christmas, I was opening up gifts and I'm like scratching my head. I'm like, okay, all right, okay, yeah. Oh, all right. By the time I got to the sixth gift, I'm like, I have a question. Do you know me? Do you get
Mm-mm.
what I'm saying? And what you mean, do I know you? I'm like, you bought me six things and I'm appreciative, but none of this shit is me. This ain't me.
That's the worst. That is such the
Right.
worst.
And then
That is the
then
worst.
she was like, well, these are the things I like you in, but they're not me. Give me at least one thing that's me.
More
When I
than
buy you,
one.
I think about, but it's just the thought. Because
Mm-hmm.
what's hurtful is when you dating someone or you with someone and they don't know who you are as a person and what you like. And the worst of it is the longer you've been with someone and they don't know what you like and you like, I was with this person for 20 years and this person still don't know who I am.
Because they did not care
So
to know.
they didn't care to know. They rather be in a
Mm-hmm.
relationship shell of than the core of it. And that's what people need to understand. When you are with someone, being in a relationship with the core of that, listen to that person. Don't just hear them, listen to them. When they say they don't like something, know that. When they say they're into something, know that. When they say they
Mm.
want to do something, whether you agree or disagree, support them. Support goes a long way with just saying, yo, I want to be just like my mother, right? My mother was more talkative than I, and I know you can't imagine because that's where I get it from. But my mother will always call me and talk to me for like 8 hours, 6 hours, two
Mm.
hours. 2 hours would be the minimum, right? And sometimes I'll put the phone down and go cooking and whatever and pick it back up. She's still running her mouth. She didn't even know I was going. But the thing about it is, I knew my mother wanted someone who wanted to listen in. And I gave her
Mm.
that. She
Mm.
the one taught me how to be patient. We need to be patient. When you say that you care about someone, I'm not even going to put love in it. When you say that you care about them, you are patient with them and try to understand who that person is rather than say, this is not what I want. Because anybody can live with, this is not what I want. This is not what I'm going to do. Anybody can live like that.
That's
But it
true.
takes them with courage to say, I made a decision to be with this person. So I'm going to make a decision to add happiness to this person because I can't make you
Mm-hmm.
happy, but I can add happiness. I can't make you feel safe, but I can add safety within my actions within your life. You know, so it's up to us to do our part to benefit. You know what I mean? To give other people, let other people benefit off our actions as we benefit off of theirs.
That's true. That's true. And then, have you ever? How can I say this? Um, have you ever was attracted to somebody because they were attractive, right? And you thought their personality was bomb, and then you end up being in agreement to be in a relationship with them, and then that in that moment is when you realize like this is
They have
not
nothing
what
to
you
offer
want,
mentally.
nothing to offer at all, and you're just like, no, you don't have no, you don't have anything, but you're attractive, but you don't have anything, and it's just like, but then when you're not able to seduce someone mentally, I'm talking about having mental foreplay. Like
Right.
you're foreplay, you're licking the creases of my brain to the point like I'm so turned on by you, but yet that's missing. And even though you're attractive, you don't do it for me. And I think a lot of men don't understand that. And a lot of men, when a woman tells them that, like, you're attractive, but you're just not it, they're
Mm.
baffled by that because first of all, they act like they're the only fine thing walking on earth. No, it's a lot of fine men working around on this earth, especially Nubian men. But what I'm telling you is that
This
you don't do it
fine
for
old
me.
melanin over here is the finest. Okay, this is purity melanin right here. Grade A plus 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 dash plus plus. Okay, okay. Oh, go ahead.
You ain't take your medicine today. It's okay. It shows. Oh my God. So when you
No. All right. I'm finished. I'm finished. I'm finished.
Rose, I quit. Tap out, Rose. I'm sorry at this point. But I think that they're baffled by that. And then instead of trying to um make it work, like if anytime that I gotta make you start conversation and every time it's time for us to converse, it's taxing. It's a
Mm.
job. It becomes tedious because I know you don't have anything to talk about. Prime example, I have a man right now that sends me his dick pic every couple of days. And I'm looking like, your tool is impressive. You look like you're part horse. However, what do you have besides that? Like, what else can you? And he was so hurt when I told him, like, I'm not impressed with that. I have had bigger, I have had
That's
smaller.
that's what he leads with. A lot of, I'm just speaking for, well, men and women do this. They send their body because that's all they have to offer. So if just think of you being in a kingdom, right? And you know
Hmm.
how the ruler would be like, what do you have to offer to, right? And they'd be like, oh, I have my goats or I have my sheep, or blah blah blah. That's the same thing, and they will go and be like, well, I know I don't have conversation, but I can show my nipples, I can show my dick,
That gets
I can show
old.
my back. It gets old, but to them, they're not in it for the long haul. They're just in it to fuck you. This is
Mm-mm.
people
And
tell
even
let you
that,
know, but listen though, but people will let you know what jeopardy are they doing. They will let you know if they're in it for longevity or they in it just for the short term, waste time and all that. And when I tell people, I say once you over 30, you should realize the type of people you're entertaining. Because if you don't, that means you're not paying attention. So
true.
if I am a woman and I am entertaining a man, right?
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
let's say, and this is what I always say, you shouldn't try to control where the conversation. If the
Hmm.
conversation is sexual, cool, let it be sexual, right?
Hmm.
But the conversation should never stay sexual. Just like the conversation should never stay serious, right? It should
Right,
always
right.
be a balance in the shifting conversation of saying,
Hmm.
because that's how you get to know people. If you put me in a box and say, you just want me to be serious, guess what? I'm going to be serious to you, but I'm going to be over there laughing with the person, right? And even if we go to the most and say, yo, we're going to be in a relationship or we're going to be married, right? And we end up getting together and we end up doing that, right? You are going to get jealous because I don't laugh with you because you always want to be
Hmm.
serious. But when I'm on the phone and I'm talking to my homeboys, or God forbid, I'm talking to another woman, especially if I'm talking to another woman and I'm kikiing it up and laughing, you're going
Oh
to
no,
hate
you
the
won't
fuck out of
be.
that because, right, because I don't do that with you. But you haven't gave me that space to do that. You get
That's
what I'm saying?
true.
We need
That's
to
true.
get our partners the space to sit up there and be yourself without all the extra rah rah. This ain't a circus. Be yourself. If you want to be goofy, be goofy. If you want to be serious, be serious. But at the end of the day, allow me to be goofy. Just because you're serious
Yeah.
doesn't mean I can't be goofy. Now, you need to
I'll be
grow up. I
goofy.
am grown, but I'm loving life. You
I
know what I'm
like to.
saying?
Yeah. That don't
Yeah.
mean
So
that you're not grown because you like to be goofy. That's the case, then
exactly.
I'm really in trouble because I'm goof troop all day.
Yeah. I
If I
sit up there.
can't be, you
Oh,
say
go
wait,
ahead.
wait. No,
No,
go
I
ahead.
would just I sit up there and tell people stop judging because just like I hear women always talk about, oh, you're a grown man and you play video games. Well, you're a grown woman and you look at soap operas. Well, soap operas is normal. No, it's not. That's your thing. Allow them to have their thing. Whatever your thing is, allow them to have it. If your man want to be a rapper, right? As long as he ain't
Mm,
spending the net, as long as he ain't spending the net, he just spending free money. That's his. Allow him to be a rapper, no matter his age. Cause I damn sure don't see you saying nothing about Jay-Z being a rapper. That nigga over 40. You know what I mean? A lot of those rappers, 2 Chain over 40. A lot of those, Lil Wayne over 40. So my thing is, if you're not gonna say nothing about them, don't say nothing about your man or your woman want to be a rapper. As long as they ain't spending the net money, you good. As long as they ain't spending bill money, you good. Allow them to be who they want to be. If my woman want to be a damn cheerleader, I would still yes, push over those little girls right there. You dog. You fuck those little bitches. You get what I'm saying?
right,
Hey, yo, at the end of the day, like I support you. And that's how you
right.
supposed to. Everybody want that happy relationship when they look at that people happy, but you don't want to do the work and the action to have that happy relationship and maintain that relationship. Because it's one thing to get there, but you got to maintain it. And a
It's
lot of people don't want to
work.
put that, yeah,
It's not attractive. It is
mm,
really work. I mean, you really have to, especially if your personalities are not the same, and it's
right.
just like you're not gelling together. Oh my God,
Mm,
you get to thinking like sometimes, but I ain't gonna even lie to you. Like a lot of us are digmatized. We would stay with it because it's good, but you could be a shitty ass dude. But real talk, your sex bang. Like,
but there's some people that stay
damn.
with people for what they do. It's not just about sex. Because some people they do stay with people because of the sex. Or they stay with people because of the size of their penis or what they look like. Or they stay
For
with
natural
people
stability.
right. Or they stay with people because of their finances or that they're a great mother or a great father. These aren't reasons to stay with. The reason that you should stay with a person is saying, hey, we might not get along all the time, but we work as a good team, and people don't work as teams no more. It's you see, I'll be like, yo, every time
Because I'm
people come in my
LeBron. I'm running the
right,
team. I ain't on
I'm
that.
like I'm like every time people come in my office, I'm saying, yo, so y'all two individuals living under one house. That's not a
Yeah,
relationship. Y'all not
it's
doing
not.
anything to help the relationship. You living your life and they living theirs. So how are you gonna? How are you going to sit over there and build anything when you over there and they over there and y'all ain't bringing it to the fold and say, yo, let's build? How are you supposed to build anything when you have your ideas and whatever and you keep it on under wrap and they got their ideas and they keep it under wrap and y'all not doing anything to build. Then you get mad when one of y'all get an advance, y'all feel like y'all winning and then take off. Why? Because y'all
Mm.
haven't had a relationship. Y'all was living like individuals. So it's so easy to take off or divorce people when you only thinking about yourself. It's so
Right.
easy to take off and divorce people when you just thinking like, yo, I'm just here in the moment. We ain't really together, but we together just by being in a marriage. We're not in a marriage, we're just married. Or that's my girlfriend, that ain't my wife. But y'all live together. Nah, that's marriage. That's back. That's that. This is not the government marriage because the government marriage didn't start until the 1900s. Beforehand, you moved in with a person. That's why I call it common law marriage because that's how marriage used to be. When you moved in with a person, you was married to them. That's
That's
your
it.
that's your wife. But
Hmm.
so once you move in a person, don't be like, oh, I'm not that ain't my wife. I ain't gonna treat her like a wife. But y'all living under the same roof. Y'all sharing a bill. Once you start sharing the bill, you treat that person like they're your wife. You treat that person like they're your husband. You know what I mean? All that riff raff crap need to go. A lot of people just need to be mature enough to say, yo, I asked for this. I don't care how the woman
Mm.
I don't care how the man look. I don't care what the man job is or the woman job is. You asked for that. You asked to be in that situation. But why can't you stick to your word? Like Scarface said, you only got your word and your balls. You can't keep your word and say, yo, all right, I want to be here and to be present. And I'm going to sit over and do right by you. This is man or woman. You got to do right by it. Everybody has misunderstanding. Everybody, that's going to happen. If you only going in relationships for the good times, then you need to stay single because all you looking at it like is what about me, right? Because anybody can make you happy, but what are you doing to make other people happy?
And do you
What are you
care
doing to
to?
make your yeah? What are you doing to make your man happy? What are you doing to make
Mm.
your woman happy? Hell, what are you
Mm.
doing to make the children happy? Because you going inside the house and seeing the kids once a day and then going in your bedroom, that ain't making them happy. That's you living your life. You just worried about you being on Facebook or social media or whatever, and your kids off doing their own thing. Just because our kids are in the house with you doesn't mean that you're being a parent. Just because
Mm.
you have a man or a woman in the house with you doesn't mean you're being a partner.
Mm.
So you have to always check yourself and be accountable about what are you doing that's added to your situation. Because guess what? You can go and chase that woman out there that got a big dick. Well, I'm sorry, big big ass.
I would hope
Whoa,
she don't have a big
whoa,
dick. I
whoa,
would hope she don't.
whoa,
Click
nigga.
maybe.
That's
Cause
the
some of y'all
prize.
got many penises running around here.
Whoa,
Many penises.
whoa,
Y'all,
yo,
it's
yo,
scary.
is that a
Real
man?
scary.
But
Very
what I'm
scary.
saying is you can go out there and seek the woman with the big ass and pretty petite waist and whatever because your woman don't have that no more or whatever. But she gave you children. Or if she didn't give you children, she bared children. Or guess what? Or you could just say, yo, she's there for you. This other
Mm-hmm.
person ain't gonna be there for you. You don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Mm-hmm.
trying to risk it all, risk everything that you have, seeing your kids every day, having a person that's there for you, all because you see some eye candy, all because you see a dude that smiled at you and called you pretty. Oh, oh, he got a big dick, so you gonna risk everything for a plate of food and some
Risk
big
it
dick.
all. Risk
You
it
gonna risk
all.
a man being there for you for a big dick, and then guess what? That dude gonna give you that big dick, and then you gonna give somebody else that big dick, and you gonna be like, "Well, I should have stayed." Yeah, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Now you missed out. Now you
That goes
upset
both
that
ways.
this dude. Yeah, but now you upset that once y'all don't make it, now this dude go out and a month later he in a whole nother relationship. Oh, he a serial
Happy.
dater. Why happy. While you sitting over there and being like, oh, I don't just jump in relationships. No, you can't find someone that's going to stick with you. My thing is, not every man is going to be good, Not every woman is going to be good, but guess what? When you lose a good one, somebody else is going to pick them up real easy, and then you're going to be all upset
easily. And then
easily.
here you go years later in somebody's inbox trying to talk to them. When you had me, you didn't appreciate me. I'm the same
Right?
person I was when you was with me. Now I'm even
Exactly.
worse now because now I'm more confident in who I am and I'm not being swayed out of that. So no, this ain't
Right.
what you want. It wasn't for you years ago. It's definitely not going to be for you now.
Want it ain't what you want, nigga. I know.
It
I know.
ain't. But so the thing is, it's like, so the opposite. Why do we settle? And that's what I'm calling it, a settle situation when you don't actually select the personality that you like. Because
Because we don't.
then,
No, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Because then what?
Get out.
I know.
So then it's like you're in a situation, your feelings is involved with this person that you feel as though you didn't vibe with, but you basically settled for. And now you're
Mm,
starting to make a life for this person. And you're mistreating this person. And you're mistreating because that's not what you really want. And then you
mm,
trying to make her understand that no, this ain't what I really wanted, but I'm here. So how's she supposed to have peace in that? Does that even make sense to you? So
mm,
what I'm saying is, it's just like stop going for what you normally wouldn't be attracted to, unless, like I said, unless her vibration is high and you can rock with it by all means. But at the end of the day, let's just be realistic. If you're going to be in a longevity situation, it's best for you to be with what you're attracted to. Like I said, I have men who have married women that weren't built the way they wanted to. Then somebody like me comes around and I'm getting hit on by their spouse and I'm getting looked at as if that's what I'm asking for. No.
right.
That's
Right.
because this is what he likes. Prime example, when I used to wear my hair straight, hair was down to my bra strap. I had a friend whose husband loved my hair, but she wore her hair in a natural state, in a fade. Did not like it. He loved her, but he didn't like it. And so therefore there was another situation where I'm put in and it's making me uncomfortable because this is what he likes. See what I'm saying? So it's
Right.
just like you got to know who you're marrying, what you're marrying. And if I'm not even married, but you enter into a situation, if it's not what you like, don't enter into it because you end up damaging that woman way beyond repair. And same thing for a man, you end up damaging them beyond repair. So what they're doing
Mm,
now is just bearing it and moving it to the next person. So I
right.
just think that it's you have to be honest with yourself what you like. Some men like to be dogged out. Some men like to get cussed out on some ratchet stuff. They love that. So you're not gonna settle down for the librarian type.
I think. I think with that is it's not just men. I think those type of people love drama in their life. They have they had drama in their life for so long they become attracted to it. These are the same people like me
It makes
when
good
I was
sex.
younger. When I was younger, right? And it was, yo, you need a girl that's rah 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 that you can tell shut up and grab her neck. I was like, no, that's kind of, when I was younger, I was like, oh, okay. But as I grow old, I was like, that's kind of toxic. Why do I have to do that? Why can't I just be like, and I put my hand around your throat and I don't have to. We don't have to do the art. We don't have to do the yelling and all that. There, we don't. We don't have to do all that to have great sex, to have
Mm,
aggression. If you need to do that to have great sex, then there's something wrong. That means when you're not being aggressive, I'm not attracted to you. That means I'm
mm-mm.
only attracted to you when you're yelling and going like this. And that's weird to me because when you're doing all that, I'm like, you're very unattractive right now. You belittling and stuff. Mm-mm. My dick go like this.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm,
But that's what people need to understand. The body reacts to thought, to where
mm,
what your wavelength and energy is. When you wonder why your woman doesn't get wet or stay wet, it's because she's not mentally connected to you. You wonder
that is
why
correct.
your man would you want some from you, but he can't stay hard. He can't get hard, and you gotta work it out, and then try to stick it in. Hurry up and stick it in because he's not mentally there. And you wonder why he
Mm,
can't stay hold you. when I hear women always talking about, man, he can't even stay hard because he's not mentally attracted to you. That's not a diss to him. It's a diss to you.
It
Yo,
is.
you have to understand your partner. When your partner can't, if I'm with a woman and she can't be wet for me, I have to help her get back. That means there was something I did that caused her to not see me in a good light. And
That is
even though
so
she
true.
wants to see me in a good light, she can't. Because why?
Mm-mm.
I didn't hold myself accountable to say, yo, I fucked up. Let me fix what I fucked up, whether I am aware of it or not. But I am
Mm-hmm.
aware that she don't get wet for me no more. I know she used to take it in the butt, but she don't take it in the butt for me no more. I know she used to give
Mm-mm.
me head. She don't give me head no more. I know we used to have sex all the time, but now we have sex once a month or never almost. Why? When I hear men talking about that, then you need to fix that. What did you do? Figure out what you did and make up for it. Because if you don't spend time fixing it, it's going to stay the same and just get worse. So if you sat over there and yes, some people are immature. Some people will get upset about some bull crap because they want to control you. That's one thing. But
Yeah,
what I'm talking about is when you know you fucked up. I don't care if it was a year ago. I don't care if it was 5 years ago. You should have spent that time, yo, making up and saying, all right, yo, I cheated on my woman. So let me not put myself in that situation. No. Let me stop
mm-hmm.
going out to the bar with my
Mm-hmm.
homeboy. Just stay my ass home. Yo,
Mm-hmm.
when my woman call me, let me answer every time. And if I can't answer, I can go, hey babe, I'm doing this. I'm gonna call you right back. You know, so you building that security back again. When you sitting over here with your phone, you can sit over there. If you playing games on your phone, stop turning turning your back towards your partner while you in the bed. Be there with your partner. Especially if you mess that up. I don't care if you're man or woman. If you mess that up and you want to stay in that situation, don't get mad at them because they can't get over it because you ain't doing shit to help them get over it. You
That's
fucked that
true.
up, so help them
That's
clean
true.
up stuff. So
That's true though. And the killer part about it all too is what you said was you have to help them get over it. It's a willing to. You have to be willing to assist your spouse back to you. Like, I know
right.
I messed up. I didn't realize it was going to be this big of a breach between you and I, but I
Right.
want you back. So I'm going to do what I need to do to gain you. And that's not buying materialistic. That's listening. That's, you know
Mm-hmm.
what? I dropped the ball on you, babe. I'm sorry, but you got me now because I
Mm-hmm.
miss you. You see what I'm saying? And you don't know you miss a person till you don't have
There
that
they go.
person no more. And they can be physically there, but gone.
Yep. That is the
I
worst
can be
feeling ever
physically with you.
to have someone in the physical, but they mentally gone.
Yeah.
And it feels so lonely. Like it feels so sad and lonely. Like that song, "Sad and Lonely." That's what it feels like. And some people love that. And the reason why I say some people love that shit is because every relationship that they go into, and I used to be one of those people, right? This is why I
Mm,
can tell you that they love it, is because you don't love it, consciously. You love it subconsciously because you haven't changed. You haven't
mm,
changed who you are because you always want to blame everybody else. And that's when and even when it was other people's fault, I still look at the situation and say, where could I have been better? Where could I have been better? When I found
because you
out, the
careful.
person that I was with, she cheated on me with six people. It's easy to say, oh, she cheated on me with six people. But then I have to look at my own stuff and say, yo, I used to have my phone locked. This is before all the phones was locked with codes.
Yes.
Certain phones had you can put codes on. Some of them you couldn't. And my phone was one of them that you could put a code on. And I put a code on my phone because I was like, your phone is your phone, my phone is mine. Because I was going with the time. I was
Mm-hmm.
going with what social media was giving. Your phone is your phone. No, if y'all in a relationship, guess what? Everything should be open.
It's ours. Mm-hmm.
That's the trust. And if you can't live as saying everything is open, you need to have secrets, then you shouldn't be with people. Because at
At
the end of
all.
the day, it's not saying that I don't trust you. My thing is, why why is that shut down now? Why your laptop shut down? Why are you cutting off all this access? You know what I mean? And it's normally everything was accessible, but now there's no access with that. If your woman or man lock you out of the house, you're gonna be upset, right? But
Yeah.
why don't you think that people don't see that? Why don't you think people don't see you turning over the phone when that person's around, but when that before that person's around, you got the phone setting up? Why you don't think that person don't see that when you come home, you spend extra 10 minutes in the car talking on the phone or
Yeah.
in the garage and on the phone? Why you don't think that? You know, you can have conversations outside my presence. Why can't you have the same conversations in my presence?
Right.
These are all trust building or trust taking away action. Because if I'm gonna say, hey, we're gonna be together, we're gonna be together, that means everything is open. Everything is
That's true.
open. You know, we're going to build. In order to build a life, you have to build a life together. You can't go and be like have your single friends because they don't know how to have a happy, healthy relationship because they wouldn't be single, would they? So they telling you
Mm,
what?
sometimes
Go
it's a
ahead.
choice. It's a choice.
Being single is never a choice. It's
For
never
me,
a
it
choice. If
was.
you, but answer
For
this
9
question:
years, it was.
if you, if you could have what you want, right? Have
Hmm.
is the type of man that you want, the type of relationship that you want, you will agree to
Hmm.
it for 9 years, right? Within those 9 years, you would agree to it, right?
I would have. I wouldn't have.
Would you? If you could have
No.
had the man, the type of man, and the type of relationship you wanted within those 9 years, you wouldn't take it.
Mm-mm. I
Why?
wasn't ready because I wasn't
Okay.
ready.
But then that's self
And I didn't.
accountability.
Yeah.
The self
I
accountability.
wasn't
A
ready.
lot of people ain't self accountable. They'll sit
Hmm.
up there and say I'm single by choice. But when you look at them and how they act in a relationship, and this is not just women, this is men too. When even though a lot of men don't stay single, a lot of men is in survival mode. They need a woman
Mm.
for a place. They need a woman for a car to drive. You know, and then the moment when uh, then when they become sustainable, where they can stand on their own, right? Look how they treat women. They treat them like they objects. Why? Because they don't want to be in a happy relationship. They're users. Just like there's women out there that need a man for a place, that need a man
Mm.
to be a daddy to their kids. But they don't
Hmm.
want a man to be a father. They want a man to be a daddy. You get what I'm saying? Because the thing about it is they want that man to be there, help take care of the kids, but they don't want that man to discipline the kids as far as saying, yo, this is how you be a man. They will no, don't be talking to my kids like that. No, no, no. If I want to be here, I want to play my part to the fullest. You know, I'm not going to sit over here and just be in here and I'm with you, but I'm not. You know, if they under my umbrella, I want to raise them right. I want to
As you
raise them.
should.
I want to show that little girl how men should treat her, and I want to show them boys how they should be men. You know, when they come when it's bad, is because people don't set people for saying, "Hey, this is what we're building." There's
Hmm.
a lot of people that get in these relationships and marriages, and they don't even have a plan. They don't come up with plans. They don't come up with strategies to stay together and to remain together and to keep building. They just think, hey, we bought a house. Now we don't have to pay bills. That's what called paying bills in a relationship. Is
That's
with your
grown.
action.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have to. Whatever action you choose to do or don't do, it's going to provide to your relationship or it's going to take away from your relationship. So
And
these
that's
are the
true
things
too.
that you have to be aware about. Paying bills to your relationship. When you pay bills to your relationship, that's all within your act. You're either going to pay your bill or you're not going to pay your bill. Either way, there's going to be consequences, repercussions. There's going to be good
I
consequences, bad consequences. But go ahead.
I think too that I think we should enter it as a business transaction between two people. I think a lot of us think that we have to be in love with somebody. And hearing what I'm saying, I'm saying this from a divorce standpoint. I didn't realize how much a marriage was business until I got divorced,
Right.
because you had to share your assets, right? You have to
True.
divide your property. You have to um, sell certain things to make sure you share it with the spouse, right? And then in
Hmm.
my head, I'm thinking like this was nothing but a business transaction from day
Right.
one. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And it's just like, wow. So if you're not ready to do business with somebody, then don't enter into a situation. And it's like you guys got to have the same mindset about that. And it's not that you're using him or that she's using you, but you understand that this is what it takes to be in a relationship with you. So me and you were talking before about the bank thing. This is what screwed me up when I got divorced, right? And we were totally opposites. Like I was more disciplined with my credit and my money. He wasn't. And because we weren't on the same wave page, it caused a conflict and a breach in us.
Right.
So
Hmm.
when we got divorced and they asked me for my bank account, that bothered me so bad, right? He had a nerve to tell them about my bank account. And I'm
Hmm.
looking at him like,
They're gonna tell it.
but yeah, like what the freak? But yet and still, I'm giving this man what I earned.
Yeah.
That's I did that. That was me. And so when I'm saying all that to say, if you're not ready to do a business transaction, you have to approach it as a business transaction. I
Because that
respect
divorce,
those,
right? Divorce is gonna hold you to a business transaction, and guess what?
bruh.
That
Does it not?
whoever is the more financial steady and whatever, they're gonna hold you as a business transaction. So why not treat the whole relationship as a business transaction? You
And be
know, and
honest.
like, yo, this is what we're going to do. And because it's better to be like that than to try to be like, well, I'm going to prepare. I'm spending for the last 5 years to prepare for my divorce. You
Mm-mm.
just wasted 5 years. Now
You
you
wasted
wasted so
5
much
years.
money. Like, yo, like
And
that's crazy. Do it together. Hmm. Go ahead.
it's expensive to get divorced. You thought it was expensive to get married? It's even more expensive to get divorced. And God forbid, right? You're gonna put all these years in with somebody, and then you gotta stand in front of a white man to get your business split up in order for
Mm.
you to separate out of this person's life.
In my
It's so
opinion,
much cheaper. Hmm.
a lot of people always say get a right, and there's
Hmm.
loopholes. I feel this is what I feel. I feel that people are just like, and
I didn't get
you
that.
shouldn't shouldn't sign a contract to say I'm not going to give you nothing. There should be a contract to be like, yo, if you cheat on me, you get nothing.
You
If
should get
I cheat on
nothing.
you, I get nothing. If you hit me or whatever, you get nothing. If I hit you, I get nothing. Or you are old because sometimes you got to leave a partner and they beat your ass or whatever, and you like, yo, I'm old that, you know. So my thing about it is you need to be fair because at one point that was your wife, that was your husband, right?
That's true.
So
That's true.
when you separate fair. Now the person that don't have as much as you shouldn't be trying to take you to the cleaners. They should just be like, yo, let's just do it fair. Let's do what's fair and boom, 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 and go about this. But we get to the point when it's about our kids and when it's about our partners and they're not our partner no more. We're going through a family court or where we want to be nasty, but it
Yes.
should check your character because at one point you love that person, cared about that person. If you ever cared about that person, you shouldn't want to do that person all fucked up
You
because that
shouldn't
shows
want to.
when you separate, right? But when you separate, it shows your true intent for that person. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, there's like I said, I've been cheating on, I've been beat, I've been doing all this, I've been through a lot with women, right? But at the end of the day, I never wish any wrongdoing. I never took from them because why? That's not in my character, and I don't want it to
Hmm.
be my character. What we
Hmm.
accept at any point in our life what we accept at any point in our life become us. And that's one thing
Exactly.
we need to understand. So that was my final word, but go ahead.
I think my final word would be this. Know what you like. And in order to know what you like, you gotta know you. And then
Mm,
sometimes what you like and what you want may not be what you need. And like you said earlier, it can be a conflict. But your what you need is what you're gonna need to be able to grow. So you gotta sit down and think about the things that you have had in the past, what you liked about it and what you didn't like about it, and come with the ideal of what it is that you want. So therefore, when you put out that vibration of attraction, you're actually attracting what it is that you want. Because yes,
mm,
opposites do attract, but the same personality attracts as well. And if you don't like certain things about your personality, you better do some checking and revise that in order to get what it is that you want. Never settle. Once again, never settle due to circumstances. Actually cause you, because lifetime is a lifetime. If you're unhappy, that's a prison sentence. Like, get what it is that you want, know what you want, and be faithful to what it is that you have.
right.
And that is it for me.
For what?